So most people think real estate starts when a house hits the market. Nope, there's a story long before then that tells it. And it's all the people that's behind the scenes that's doing a lot of the work that you just don't see. It's the media, it's the conversations, it's the branding, it's the social media. It's a lot of things that goes into it. Welcome to Behind the Listing, an Above the Panhandle podcast that I will present from Prime View Media. The goal, simple, just normal everyday people. All right, guys, so a little bit about myself. My name is Juwan Davis. I'm the owner and the founder of Juwan Davis Photography, and my main thing, which is Prime View Media. I snickled at myself because I have two different identities, but this podcast mainly is going to be about community and about information. There's a lot of things that I don't know, and I want to learn for myself, being that I'm not a realtor and that I actually help realtors get more exposure on social media and other things, and then, on the other side, I've been curious. I've done wholesaling. I've probably sold 2 homes back when COVID hit, and didn't really stick that one out and decided to go another route. But I want to get out, man. This is going to be a mobile podcast. I'm going to be coming to people. People are going to be coming here. I found a little space. It's called The Hub down here in Martinsburg. I think it's a perfect opportunity for myself. They gave me clearance to record, and I have a seat here for someone, and I have a seat here for myself. So I'll be hosting, coordinating. My schedule's pretty open right now. So before we start and we get into a few subjects, if you would like to get on the podcast and start this with me, just shoot me an email at jdphoto703@gmail.com. You guys, Facebook, Juwan Davis Photography, or Prime View Media. You can find me, follow me, and we'll start there. Thank you. So for this first episode, I kind of want to talk about how, I guess I would say, people from the outside view listing. You just see pictures. To me, pictures they tell more of a story of what's going on. You can invoke emotions from just different angles, different qualities of the picture, different saturation, different hues of the picture. I could see a picture now and that you took with your iPhone, and I could look at it and it doesn't do anything. Okay, it's just a picture. But then I could take a picture that I professionally edit, and then I give you this gallery, and you look at the picture and you're like, oh wow, that's marketing. You want the wow factor. You have to stand out in this day and age. You have to stand out. And that's going to be another thing with this podcast. It's mainly going to be about standing out. What do you do different? What kind of value do you provide to your clients? Entrepreneurs, real estate agents, you're my target list for the entrepreneurs that I work with. I want to help you get your brand. I want to help you get seen better. I want to have these conversations. I know everybody has a different philosophy on things, but I myself, I have a very different philosophy on things. You see what I'm doing here. I came down here, spent a couple bucks just to rent out the little space. No one is here. I can start me a nice podcast. I can connect with you guys. It's a lot of things that can transpire from this that I'm hoping. The next thing, drone footage. Drone footage is very important. It's just not a fancy add-on. Drone shows space. It shows area. People want to see when you move into a location. You want to see what's around. And of course, in the area that I service, mainly in Northern Virginia, there's a lot of flight restrictions. So drone is not necessary in those areas, of course. But if you can fly the drone, take those pictures, man. It helps elevate your listing. I definitely love. I don't know. I love that's one of my favorite things in photography is working this drone. It's a different kind of freedom if you've flown it, but you definitely need to have those. If you want to take your marketing to the next level with your listings, just try it, try a drone. If you don't normally use it, if your listings, like a lot of refresh listings that I've done, they didn't have drone photography or 360. I recommend 360 camera as well. This is going to be something that I'm going to be promoting a lot. I do 360 tours not a bunch of different ways. I actually add the drone in with the 360. So not only can you see what's going on inside below, you'll be able to see in the air as well. All in all, real estate marketing is very, 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 very important. So make sure You get a grip. I know newer agents, you don't have that much of a budget, but you do have options. You can you can get someone to help you get your image right in your online presence going. So your agents are entrepreneurs. You theoretically, you run your own business. Therefore, you have to make sure your branding and your marketing is on point, because what's going to separate you from your competition, I would say. You have to stand out in this market. The younger crowd, they are very tech savvy. They are on Instagram. They post a lot of reels. They post a lot of content. That's just where this industry has gone. Like I said before, most people think when a house gets listed, it's just, okay, the house just got listed, it's for sale. No. There was a process way beforehand, before the person even picked out their realtor even think they were going to sell their home. That's, theoretically, it starts there. It starts with the prep. You got realtors that will prep. They have their own staging companies that I can imagine. I don't know how that works, and I can't wait. And I'm hoping a realtor that does have their own staging company reaches out, and I would love to come do a podcast and get a feel on how that runs, because it seems very different. It seems like you would need an enormous budget. I know you probably don't furnish every home, but I don't know. That's what this podcast is going to be about. It's going to be about just asking questions and just figuring this stuff out. You got nonprofits that's in the mix. You have community leaders. You have a lot of things that go on. You got community outreach, networking. I see a lot of realtors out here doing a bunch of different things. I'm sorry, y'all got distracted when the guy walked by, but no, this is real life. This is normal. This is life. I'm in a lobby, so I'm out here in a public lobby in a private place. So it's cool, and I love the feel. I love the ambiance of it. Great, I think this is really going to work. All right, so we're going to go here with it. So buyers, we buy things off of what we see. If it looks nice, if it looks premium, most of the time we're all in. If it just looks like blah, you're just gonna keep scrolling. So you gotta think. You gotta think in the same thing with the home. The way you represent that home, like you're not gonna go show up to a client's house in your pajamas. I might, because that's just me. I'm different. Nah, I'm joking. You don't want to show up in your pajamas. You want to represent the home well. You want to have very good media. If you're an agent that does video, you probably have a leg up, because more people are probably seeing you. You're probably working that Instagram algorithm very good, which is what you're supposed to do. The agents that don't use a lot of video, still great too. Just make sure your listing photos are good. For me, myself, I actually provide free virtual twilight to my client. I know just for using me, that's my thank you, appreciation just for using me. I was doing free floor plans, but the app that I was using changed some things, so I had to go back on that. But yeah, you gotta represent. It just has to look good. In my eyes, it just has to look good. When I bought my home, I kind of bought my home on a rush, because this is back in 2022, I believe. I think the housing market, the loan stuff or whatever, like I said, I don't really know much about that side of real estate. I just know how to do good media. So don't burn me. I'm not giving facts, and this is opinion and for entertainment purposes only. I had actually, the interest rates were going up. I'm not good with numbers. The interest rates were going up to like 3% or something. I don't know, and they were at like 2.6 or whatever they were at the time, and to make a decision. Do we stay in Northern Virginia in a condo and pay the $2,500 in rent, or do we move out to Martinsburg where we can get a single family home, 3 levels, 4 bedrooms, big backyard for the dogs, for less than $2,000 a month? I mean, it was a no-brainer. We're not that far from Northern Virginia. I'm in Northern Virginia often. That's mainly my service area. But to be here nor there with it, the media actually sucked. It actually sucked on my house. Like I said, we were kind of desperate. So it's I guess that situation is a little different when you have to jump on something. You just got to jump on it. So, and I don't know in this market. I hope to find out from when you guys, this market apparently it's supposed to be looking good. I've shot a few broker opens, like just taking pictures. the title lady, your favorite title lady, taking pictures of her and just trying to get her some good lifestyle media footage for content. But I've been doing things from the other side. Like I want to get solidified in my real estate media company as far as doing listings and videos and all that stuff, day in the life of videos, branding shoots. Like I offer all of that stuff. I'm definitely gonna be doing a lot of that this year, so you guys stay tuned. Especially if you're listening to the podcast, I'll be doing some special stuff. So I'll come up with some stuff. So all in all, the same home can feel different. It can feel like two different price points just pending the media, how it's presented. You know, you either gonna get that middle of the pack value price for it, or you know, if you represent it very well, you're gonna get a little bit more. And like I said, that all comes into marketing. We'll have plenty of realtors on here that can explain that to you. I don't want to explain that because I'm not the expert in that department. That's them. My expertise comes into representing them. So, you know, they just tell me what they need and what path we're going with it. And I make sure that the media that they hand off and that they represent their clients with is just top notch. That's just how it's gonna go. On this segment, we're gonna talk about wide angles. A lot of misconceptions about wide angles. People say it distorts the room and da 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 da. It does, but you're wrong too, because the wide angle actually, it shows space. You wanna see, okay, I can fit this here maybe, I can fit this there maybe. It's gonna show you an area. I mean, who wants to take a picture of just a corner squeezed in? You can't, you know, cameras don't see like we see. The camera doesn't have eyes. Like, you have to level the camera up and down and left and you have to do all that stuff. It just doesn't, I guess we're just, everything is automatically level the way we move. It doesn't matter how we move, we're level, so it doesn't even matter. So the camera does not see like us, so keep that in mind. And the wide angle definitely shows, area. Like, I'll switch to this camera right now and you'll see that it shows the area. Back into this camera, you can actually see the space. And then this camera right here in front of me is actually it's tight in on me. You know, it's giving you different perspective of the room and the area. You know what I mean? So that's why you see it flipping back and forth as I'm talking, you know. So all in all on that one, good real estate is not about tricking anyone. It's about showing the flow of the actual home. You know, your kitchen space, your living room, your dining room, your basement, your bedrooms. But you don't, I mean, obviously you don't want to go too wide. You don't want to find like a 6mm lens and then the angles and the walls are bowed out like that, then you got a problem. But other than that, now back to drone photography and videography. It's not just a fancy add-on. Once again, I want to stress that because I have a client, all his packages since the very first day I met him, he's seen the package that I delivered and he doesn't get anything less than that right now. He wants the whole thing. He wants 360 tour, he wants drone, he wants video. He gets the pictures, of course, he gets a floor plan, everything outside of just being on a camera. To him, that value, it shows, you know, when he can show that to his future clients. Hey, this is, you know, this home went on the market and it was sold the same day. And it may not have been because of my media. I'm not gonna say that, but you know, I shot the home. This was last week. I shot the home here in Martinsburg. By the time I posted the post up and tagged him, shout out to my guy Adam. I tagged him, Adam Shively, if I'm saying that right. When I tagged him, he responded back a few minutes later and said, yep, I did a great job in that. The house is already pending. So it was already, whatever you call it, I can't even think of the word right now, but it's already pending. So it's like, boom. He put that media out there, the fish bought, they bite. Not bought, they bite. So the drone is very important. Especially for mine, it's one of my sharpest tools in my bag, one of my most go-to tools. Most of the time, I'm gonna tell y'all a little secret. Most of the time, a client, you guys don't even order drone photography. You don't even get it in the package, but I pull my drone out anyway because I don't want to walk around the whole property. So it's just easier for me, but I just won't go crazy and go up 350 feet, which I know, I mean, who needs to be that far away unless you live on a lakeside, which I have photos and listings that I've done. In the future, we'll get into I'll be going over some listings that I've done, things that I could have done better, things that I'm working on, some new stuff. Yeah, But yeah, drone definitely, guys. Drone is very important. Talk to your media guy. If he doesn't offer drone photography, I do. We'll work out something. The drone footage tells a story where the home lives. So, you know, if you put it in perspective, you know, it tells you where the home lives. So if you get that surrounding and you get that area, that's pretty much where that home lives. So this segment is going to be on people accusing us, photographers, as hiding flaws in homes. Nah, that's not. I mean, I understand that the pictures may look different and you can manipulate colors and you can take away things and edit, but that's a part of marketing. I can't really show you what a house would look like. Like the lighting in here is not, it's great lighting, but it's not great lighting for doing video. I could have a key light here, but like I said, I'm trying to use my resources. I don't want to take up too much space. I don't know who works in here, who's coming in here. Sorry, yeah, it's about hiding flaws. We're not trying to hide. We're not trying to hide anything. It's just a part of marketing. The home, the bright walls is what the home would actually look like in natural bright light. If you had the good bulbs, you know, most of the time that's what it would be. Like I said, it's not a fact. It's an opinion. But yeah, it's definitely marketing 101. You gotta have good photos. That's always gonna be a trending thing. I know there's a lot of agents that like to use their phones, or you think, hey, I can get away. Like me now, let's say I'm just like one of you agents, even though I have the equipment to set up this podcast and do all the filming, I could hire an outside company, a marketing company, to come do this for me and pay them money to do it. But I'm not at that point yet. Hopefully I'll get there, but I'm not at that point yet. But I understand as well too, you gotta be resourceful. Like that's what most of this is about, being resourceful. If you are gonna edit your own images as an agent, or take your own photos, I would say, with your iPhone, just try to make sure they're as level as possible. And don't use the widest angle that's on the phone to where it just looks like Gumby's head, like everything just super distorted. You know, don't do that. Try to, if you have a setting in your phone, try to keep it around 14 millimeters if that's, or whatever the conversion is in your phone, 14 millimeters or whatever it is. The pictures also tell stories. We tell stories with these pictures. I document things. I'm a previous wedding photography. I still active, but I'm only by referral only. Do weddings, family portraits, food, photography, events. I'm big on events. These broker opens, the open houses. I've been showing up, taking pictures, getting more active, and that's what another thing this podcast is gonna come in handy. I'll be pulling up in broken houses, doing podcasts with the realtors. We're gonna fit all this. We're gonna make this all exciting, guys. We're gonna make it exciting. So on that, when to close this one, the point, the goal is not to fake a home or to make it look fake. The goal is just to make it look as best as it can. As best as you can with the resources and the lighting that you have in that moment. Some people shoot ambient, some people shoot HDR, which there'll be podcasts on that later on. I have creators on here. I have real estate photographers on here talking. You know, it's gonna be, I have a vision for this show and it's gonna go a long way. Because it's a lot that I need to learn too. All right, guys, so that's gonna conclude the first episode of Behind the Lens. I was gonna drop a few episodes and sit here and record for an hour or two, but I don't think that's necessary. I'm gonna end this first episode, and then I'm gonna get on the phone and try to find some of you guys to come sit here in this seat beside me. So I hope everyone has a blessed day. I hope you all tune in. Behind the Lens and Above the Panhandle podcast, powered by Prime View Media. Juwan Davis Photography, man. I'll see you guys on the other end. Peace.